No. There is still money that can be made when you're scared. A lot of times, if we're scared, we don't try. If we're scared, we just, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing it. Maybe it's not my calling. Or maybe it is. A lot of times people won't move because they're scared. I don't think fear has anything to do with anything. It only highlights your childhood traumas, your brain's ability to protect you. Now, and I'm not talking about fear of the unknown. I am talking about fear of the unknown. What I'm not talking about is when your fear say, "Girl, don't do it, don't damn," and you be like, "Oh, I'm just scared." No, and that's why you have to become very familiar and know yourself, because you will run into. Sometimes you're trying to decipher. Okay, am I just scared, or should I be running for the hills? So what I want to talk about is there is money that can be made, that still can be made even when you're scared. And sometimes you don't realize it, but during certain things in society or certain times in society, there is a fear factor that's being introduced, and a lot of people fall privy to it. But you have to get over that. So we're going to talk about a few things that I do, a few things that I tell my clients. One of my clients sent me a message the other day. Oh my God, this is the most money I've ever made, and I'm freaking out because I still feel like, okay, what if I mismanage it, or what if I'm not making enough? And because your brain is trying to catch up, your heart is trying to catch up. And what if she was just like, oh, I'm gonna just stop making money because I'm scared. I don't know what to do with this. I'm scared. So what I want to talk about is doing it anyway. So the first thing you can do to overcome fears around making money, or when you're scared to talk about a certain product or service or wherever your fear creeps in and blocks your money making. One thing, and something I incorporate, is I talk to everyone. So sometimes I'll tell myself, oh, I'm not going to call that potential client because they may not be interested in this retreat. Or I'm not going to call this person because they may not read. I mean, you just will be surprised. I'm telling you, if you hear the slapping and see the slapping, these bugs, they're driving me and I've tried a lot of things. But anyway, I'm not gonna ask this person if they're interested in this product, or interested in a retreat, or interested in my coaching, or interested in my book, because they may not be interested. How do you know? And so what I've been doing, and what I suggest, is talk to everyone. So even the people that reject you, what's going to happen is you're going to get better at your skills, better at your ability to talk to people, and better at discussing your product or service, your retreat, your book, your course. You're going to get better at it. You're also going to notice where people drop off. If they always drop off at a certain point, then you need to do number 2, which is improve your skill. Improve your skill in the area where you're fearful. For some people, it may be selling. Like you feel like you're not good at selling. For me, for a while, it was like, oh, I'm good at hosting events, but when I have to go to events, I'm awkward. And I was. But what I realized is that didn't make any sense. So instead, I'll do the same thing that I do if it was my event, because everybody's coming to see me, They all coming to see me. But talk to everyone and then improve your skills. So if you have an area where you feel you're not strong, get stronger in it. It's not complicated. Get stronger in it. Build skill in that area. If it's selling, people are constantly telling you no when you tell them about your product or service, get better at talking about your product or service. What is that? It's my daughter. It's not a burglar. If you feel like, oh my goodness, I'm not good at networking, get stronger in it. Hire a coach, read a book, do a course. If you feel like, I had someone who bought a ticket to the retreat last night tell me one reason they want to come is because they're trying to figure out how to put all of the stuff that's in their head together to grow their business. So she's like, I'm coming to the retreat because I know you're good at this and I need these skills. I'm coming because I'm tired of not doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing. So hire somebody, but get better at the skill set. Like, stop making excuses, because the excuses are just going to keep you scared. Like, something therapists do in therapy, because I've been to therapy before, is they call it, I forget what they call it. It's not interaction, but where they introduce you to the fear in order to let you realize you didn't die. There's a term for it, and it's running from my mind right now. But if you are afraid of it, face it, do it. So talk to everyone about your products and services. Improve your skill. If you're talking to everybody about your product and service and they all running away laughing, it's something you're doing. If they all saying no, it's something you're doing. Like, if everybody doing the same thing, it's something you're doing. Now, some people buying, some people not, you can still improve your skill. And then the third thing is like I was saying, therapists, I cannot think of what they call it, but it's not reaction therapy, but do it anyway. Like, if we have to summarize it, do it anyway. Face your fear and do it anyway. So if your fear is doing lives, that is still a big fear. People will have businesses and they just can't go live. They're awkward, they're weird on live, so they just don't do it. Get on a live, awkward and weird. Eventually, you're going to realize what will help you not be awkward and weird, or you'll hire somebody, or you'll read up on how to not be awkward and weird on the live. If, your fear is, they're all going to laugh at me. Like, if you talk to people about whatever it is you're passionate about selling, do it anyway. Like, find your tribe, find your niche. There is money that can be made even when you're afraid, even when you're scared. Because sometimes people let their fear, I'm knocking the camera trying to hit that thing. Sometimes people let their fears dictate how much money they make. And that's going to keep a lot of you broke. I appreciate you for listening. It's going to keep a lot of you broke. It's going to keep a lot of you stuck because you're afraid. And people think because I'm at a level where I've been in business for a while, and clearly I'm making money to stay in business, that I don't get afraid. My fears may be different because my fears are now from stretching, doing bigger things than I've ever done before, doing things that I've never done before. And so you're like, oh my God. Like, we're doing a retreat in Houston, November 4th, 5th, and 6th. And I've done events. Y'all know your girl has done events. I've never done a multi-day event alone. I we're just putting it out there. And so at first I'm like, well, the thought, and I'll be honest, a thought came to my mind, well, who do you think you are to be able to do this? And the thought that I've been working on, all of the meditation, all of the reading, all of the courses, all of the coaches was like, Sheika, Dr. Sheika Square. That's who I am. And then when I'm introducing the retreat to people, they are buying. And they're buying VIP tickets like, girl, I gotta come to this. What? You? I'm coming. And I'm thinking, I gotta haggle, no haggling. People just buying. I'm coming. Would you say how much? Okay, that's the ticket. That's I'm coming. I gotta get me a hotel room because I'm in there. Here, take my money. How do I pay? And the thing is, you realize that you lying to yourself. I could have been like, oh my God, I'm not gonna do that. That's too much. I'm not gonna do that. Fail forward. And what I mean is FAIL forward. Fail forward. So if you do it and it doesn't work, stay on your face, cry for a little while, and get up. I've had my first business was not this, and it failed. I think I wasn't passionate about it. It was a bomb, but I not the bomb, a bomb. But I learned a lot while I was doing it. I learned a lot. Let's see. I was pressing something yesterday. I learned a lot while I was doing it that I could use to become more successful next time. And I'm learning a lot in this business. So when you're thinking that you're broke because there's no money, I'm here to say, no, it's because there is something that you should be doing to grow your business, to grow your success, to grow your pockets, to grow your accounts that you refuse to do because of fear, because you don't have enough skill, and because you're unwilling to fail forward. So if you ask me if you should just sit down and wait until the fear goes away, I would say use these 3 things to make money when you're scared. Talk to everybody about your products, and always be talking about your products and services. Always. You'll get better and better and better at talking about your products and services. Number 2, grow your skill set. So if you're always talking to people about your products and services, you start to see where the holes are. I don't know my products and services that well. I need more training on how to talk to people and how to sell to people. I need more coaching on where to go to talk to people who might buy I need to refine my products and services. And then number 3, do it anyway. Like, if you're scared, who cares? All right, well, oh my God, you're scared, And I'm sure somebody was scared before. Like, I can't imagine. And I mean, they might be. I mean, if you're a narcissist, you might not be. But, they said narcissists make some of the best CEOs because they have no concern whatsoever about other people's feelings. So they fire who they need to fire. They think about the bottom line. They are not humanistic at all. And they make some of the top CEOs are narcissists. That's why you be like, well, damn. They're like, people who cut 1,000 jobs because we're not making enough money. It's just people who care about people's feelings. They be like, oh my God, I got to figure out how to make more money so I can pay everybody. So anyway, keep that in mind. Like, there is money to be made. And people, if you build it, they will come. If you build your brand, you build your community, you offer products and services that people need, and you are able to communicate why they need it, they will come. Like, people want to exchange their money for what you have. Keep that in mind. People want to exchange their money for what I have. I'm going to leave with that.